I used to be a serial procrastinator. And when I look back on how I overcame it, it's quite amazing. It took small little steps of progress before actually realizing that I was not procrastinating anymore. You feel better because you know you got it done. Hey, this is Yolanda from Writing with Purpose World, and I used to wonder how come I would never do the things that I wanted to get done. And I realize now that it was basically because there was two main things. There was two reasons why. Either I was feeling overwhelmed and I felt like I had too much to do, or I was unclear with what I wanted to get done. And then I also felt like, I don't know, not really that I was a perfectionist, but that sometimes can be the reason why somebody procrastinates, is because of perfectionism. But I just felt like it was, I don't know, I just feel like I probably had a fear of success. I know some people have a fear of failure. People procrastinate because they don't enjoy what they're doing, so they put it off into the last minute. I don't have a fear of failure because I have failed many times. And I think that sometimes procrastination can wrap itself up in that. And a lot of people may think that laziness is basically, a lot of people blame laziness on procrastination, but it's more so of a mindset shift. You know, the way that I overcame it is from creating tasks in very small bite-sized chunks, and that made me feel like it gave me gratification because I could see that I was getting something done. And so when you feel like you can get something done, you get more motivation to actually work on things more. Oh, something happened with my computer. And so another reason why you may have procrastination is because you may feel overwhelmed and you have too much on your plate. And so that drains your energy and it drains your motivation to get anything done. And then also, if you're suffering with depression, because that is definitely an energy drainer, sucker. You may be dealing with grief. You may be dealing with, I don't know, job loss. There's so many things, financial issues, relationship problems. And that can really deter you from wanting to do anything that will push you forward, push the needle forward. And the things how I overcome procrastination is basically by, like I said, taking things one step at a time, looking at what you can get done. Also pay attention to your energy level. Do you actually operate on, do you have more energy in the morning or do you have more energy at night? Focus on the time of day that you feel you can get things done, and also look at distractions. Do you have a lot of things distracting you? Do you have social media distracting you? Do you have your notifications going off on your phone? You need to set boundaries with, phone calls with family. If you're trying to get something done, you need to block out time block to get things done. If you have children, maybe you can set a time where family members can help out, watching your children for a short period of time so you can get certain things done that, whatever you're planning on doing. Or it doesn't even have to be activities or a task. It could be something as simple as reading the Bible, or prayer. You need to block out time for prayer. You need to focus on what is keeping you from doing the things that you want to do. I just want to leave you with some Bible verses that relate to this. Oh, and there's one more thing. when you look at an ant, because this is from one of the Bible verses, ants, as tiny as they are workers. They work, they're constantly working. If you watch them with building their, what is it? The little sand, what is it? Their little house that they make, and they carry the sand back and forth to make that dwelling place. I can't think of it, but an ant is constantly moving back and forth. They work nonstop until their house is built. And so I'll go to that scripture first. Proverbs 6:6-8, verse 6-8. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at a harvest. And it also says in the Bible, if you're lazy, you will not eat. A little folding of the hands, a little slumber and sleep, and you will fall into poverty. And I wanted to also bring up Proverbs 14:23. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. So a lot of people will constantly talk about what they want to do, what they plan on doing, but you don't see no action, you don't see no works, you don't see no fruit. So basically, you have to put your hand to the plow. And, it can be small steps. It doesn't have to be anything big, but small steps lead to progress. And Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not to man. All your effort, everything that you do should honor the Lord and, push you towards pleasing him and not pleasing man. And then I think this is the last there's 2 more verses. Be very careful. This is Ephesians 5:15-16. It says, be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. So don't take for granted the time that you have. Make sure that you are putting your time to good use. It's value your time. And for John 15:5, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. So I just wanted to leave you with this quick message, and we will see you in the next one. Take care and God bless.